Okay, day 38, update 2. So with this evil eye thing going on, I've been thinking about it. What I've decided is that it can only be coming from above. You know, there's these last two spheres of the astral tree for tomorrow and the next day. Um, Rather than trying to give them, go in there with a prosecutor outfit on and you know, give them like a sort of trial, I've already decided I don't care. They must be responsible. They must be responsible, and therefore they have to go down. Um, and I'm also thinking that along the lines that the whole of the mental tree must be corrupt as well. But you know, I'm still going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Um, but I'm pretty certain it must be because of the way the trees overlap and it's coming down from above. So there's just these last two spheres tomorrow and the next day. There's not going to be any trial as far as I'm concerned. They're already condemned. They're, you know, that's it. Those spheres already belong to me now. There's not the slightest bit of compassion or trace of mercy going to come from me in any way whatsoever towards these two next spheres and the beings there. They're there at the top of the astral tree. They're going to be the most tricky, the most prideful, the most scummy, evil, you know, creatures. It must be so. You know, this evil eye thing is just the only way I can deal with it is to condemn these last two spheres of the astral tree and see this evil eye as proof that they are corrupt and they need to go down. So there is no trial. I'm not going to go on the prosecutor mode or anything like that or try and reason with them. Or they're already smashed to pieces as far as I'm concerned, and it's gone. This astral tree is finished. You know, I'm totally claiming it as my territory now. You know, I've got. I'm just calling on all the indignation. This is just adding to the depth of indignation that I feel. You know, and I'm just determined to remember it, keep it in focus, and direct it outwards at anyone that starts fucking with me, and to these two last two spheres, and to the beginning of the mental tree. I'm just going in there with eyes blazing, if you like, but think of it as guns. You know, these energies trickle down. The power comes from above. So if I'm getting the evil eye now, it's because the order has come from above. So therefore, that I know that they're corrupt. To me, I've got to look at the positive side. The positive side is I'm taking it as proof that they have to be taken down. There is no discussion going to happen. I'm not going to discuss it. They would love me to discuss it, and that's what they're good at. I'm not even discussing it. It's like they're already okay. Thanks for the proof. That evil eye is proof now that you've all got to come down. This next tree also has got to come down. The mental tree, I'm still going to learn about it. I'm still going to go through it and learn about it. But I'm going in there with the conviction that all the beings there are totally corrupt. You know, because the whole tree is corrupt, as above, so below. Just like the whole world is corrupt, so are all these higher realms, all totally corrupt. I know I've already said this, but it just has to be repeated and like because I've been caught out, you know, so there's a good chance you will be as well. You know, that's the only way. If I take this sort of attitude and this stance, I can feel this energy enabling me to maybe get some sleep tonight. If I didn't take this stance, I would not get any sleep. It'd be as simple as that, and I'd feel, you know, that it would cause me a whole load of knock-on problems and be wasting all the work that I've done up until now. But that's the only way I can deal with it, is to already condemn at least the next two spheres and fully expect it to do the same thing on the mental tree and the spiritual tree. So it's all gone all the way back, and it all makes up this whole, as I said before, like a larger version of the Earth plane with the cross in it, and that's the The underworld is the like Pluto sphere. It's the hell sphere. It's Hades. So it's all Hades. It's all corrupt. And to make it better, we have to go through it all and dismiss and give, fire all the beings in all their positions, all these gods and like higher beings and that. They all got to be given the sack. They've all got to be like kicked out, and the whole place has got to be taken over, because ultimately the whole lot of it all is essentially just the earth. They're just the different aspects of it that's going on, and these beings think that they can control everything from behind the scenes, from these behind all these veils, and I'm showing that they can't do it, and I'm not giving them a choice. I'm not going to reason with them or make any sort of bargains. As far as I'm concerned, they've already basically all got the sack. And this will all work down into the physical plane as well, so that all the governments are going to have to just go. They're all going to get finished. Now, after a certain amount of time, when we've done this work, it will all spread out and work its way down into the physical plane, and all the people that have been in charge up until now are all going to get kicked out of power. There's absolutely no doubt that's what's got to happen. If there's too much corruption, it's got to end. Because no one can have a good life in this world if you're a good person, and that is wrong. It's fundamentally wrong. It's got to be put right. And the only way to do it is to turn this whole place, acknowledge it as hell, and then take over it as hell, and not be deceived. Because the only people that can give me the evil eye are people that are got massive amounts of cognitive dissonance going on, because they're not facing up to the reality. Now, I can only be given the evil eye because I'm not also not facing reality. So I've got to learn to face reality. This is hell, and I'm taking over because I don't want to be here. And so it's like a matter of taking over and turning it into paradise instead. That means kicking out all the people that are in charge and taking charge myself. That's my intention. I have to say this because that's what they do. They tell me what they're doing, so I have to tell them what I'm doing. Fair's fair, isn't it?